Whether we have competitive fitness goals or we just want to be healthier and look hot, we all want the best results for our time spent in the gym. And that's what I'm going to be covering today. What is up, YouTube? Thank you so much for checking out the video. My name is David Martin, and in this quick hitter video today, I'm gonna be giving you 4 tips to get the most out of your time spent in the gym. Now, real quick, I'll give you a little blurb about myself because this is my first time on the Progressive Performance YouTube channel. Currently in the mentorship program under Bryce and other coaches at P2. Loving it. And I hope that you get value out of this video. Now, before we get into all the good stuff, I'd really appreciate if y'all did the YouTube things, like the video, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're trying to do the most, ring the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our future uploads. And share this video around with your friends if you found it valuable. So I was reading an article in the P2 Training Club. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. And a quote that Bryce wrote really stuck out to me, and I'm just gonna read that to you verbatim. So Bryce says, learning how to train involves cultivating an underlying ethos that is constantly evolving as new inputs are taken in, processed, and integrated without a bias. And that stuck out to me because I used to get so dogmatic with my approach to training. I thought if there was one way to train, I had to follow it to a T, and deviating was just, it was cheating myself. It wasn't a good thing. But the landscape of training and understanding what's optimal is one, very individual. There's many inter-individual differences between trainees, and it's ever evolving. So we are constantly synthesizing the new information that comes in, whether it be from studies or just anecdotal experiences in the gym, and combining that with what we know works for ourselves to really level up our training approach and get the best out of our results. Now, that all sounds kind of out there and nebulous, so I wanted to provide you all with some practical training tips that you can take to your next session and immediately start to improve your results. So tip number 1, that will be training with adequate intensity. We all know we have to train hard to grow and to really elicit that response that we're expecting to get out of training. I will say, looking back on my training career, years past, I was not training hard enough. I was leaving a lot of reps in the tank, just kind of going through the motions, which I think is something that we've all done at some point. It wasn't until someone kind of took me under their wing and showed me what true concentric failure on a Cybex squat press really felt that I realized, man, I could step my game up. So it's extremely important to know what true training intensity looks like. I hope you all appreciate my lifting faces there. I was kind of grinding on this set, but keep in mind, you're not gonna be pushing to this super high, crazy intensity at all times. There's a time and place for it within a thoughtfully designed mesocycle of training. Tip number 2 is training with flawless technique. All of your training, no matter how hard or how easy, does take some recovery demand, right? So we want to get the most stimulus compared to that recovery demand. And if you're training with suboptimal technique, maybe you want to use more load to look cool in front of your gym crush. Making sure your technique is as on point as possible, even if you have to decrease weight, will undoubtedly get you the best time out of your results in the gym. On a similar note, my 3rd tip for getting the most out of your time in the gym is perform movements that have a high stimulus to fatigue ratio, or SFR. That sounds extremely complicated, but basically it's just those exercises that give you the most bang for your buck. 1, you have a good mind to muscle connection with those movements. You feel the target muscle group working hard. And 2, you're stimulating the muscle effectively, but not annihilating it, so you can't recover for the next session. Now, this is something that takes time and maturity to develop. You might see your favorite influencer doing any particular movement on Instagram and you want to copy them, and it might not work out best for you. So you need to, over time, or with the help of a coach, figure out which movements provide the best results for you based on your mind to muscle connection, the pump that you get, soreness that can be detected after the workout. My 4th and final tip for y'all today is knowing when to push hard and knowing when to pull back, right? So like I mentioned earlier, we can't train balls to the wall all the time. You're just gonna break down, you're gonna see diminished returns on your time in the gym. So what I like to do is typically start out a new block of training, a new mesocycle, pretty low and slow. There's siren number 2. So then adding load, volume, intensity techniques over the course of that mesocycle will help you get the best results for your time in the gym. Once again, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I can't wait to do more content for the P2 page. Of course, if you'd like to follow up with me, I'm pretty active on Instagram and here on YouTube. Those links will be down in the description. And definitely, once again, do those YouTube things. Like, subscribe, share this video around. If you think I missed any important tips, leave them down below in the comments. I love to get a dialogue going, and I'll definitely be responding on my personal page to any comments that I see or any questions. So once again, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.